Your fight is a little longer than George's layout. What is your preparation like going forward for this fight?
For me, the preparations, pretty much I'm always training. I train year round. I think most of the top fighters nowadays don't take time off, so I might train a little lighter for a month here or there, but I've pretty much been training nonstop since camp, and especially my weight was so heavy, so I wanted to get my weight down, so I got that down, and then I've just been training, trying to pick up new skills and constantly trying to get better. GSP's probably my toughest fight ever, so I'm trying to do everything I can to be ready.
Yeah, for me, I'm training all the time. I consider myself a martial artist because I'm not training because I have a fight coming up. I'm training because it's my lifestyle. And after cost check, I took maybe a Sunday off. Then I was training a little bit. I'm not gonna say I was training just as hard as I'm training when I get ready for a fight, but with the same intensity. But I always train. Try to get better. My mentality is when I go in bed at night, I know I'm a better martial artist than when I wake up in the morning. And that's what I do every day.
Question for Dana and then a question for George. You're right, Dana. Any thoughts on putting together a primetime three-part series for this fight here to really show people that, a side that maybe they haven't seen about Jake Shields, and to continue to show George St. Pierre to drive more traffic to the pay-per-view?
Let me work on that, Joe. We hadn't talked about it, but that's not a bad idea. If I do it, it's because of you. Good idea.
George, how important, and we talk about this all the time, finishing a fight or finishing. I mean, there's still the people out there that are criticizing you for not finishing a fight. We saw you nearly snap Dan Hardy's limbs off, and then we nearly, you busted up Josh Koscheck's face. But going into this fight, how important is it to finish Jake Shields, to silence the remaining critics?
It's not to finish Jake Shields. People have to understand, the guy that stepped into the octagon, when he's going to fight for a world title, you have to understand, you have to put yourself into the guy's shoes. He's going there. When I'm going to fight, sometimes I'm going to fight I put myself in a mindset that I might not come back. That's how it is. It's not reality, but that's how these guys get there when they fight me, and I know it. Dan Hardy, I tried to snap the arms. I made a mistake. A technical mistake. If I would have done it right, it would have snapped, but he didn't. And Koscheck, his eye, I broke an orbital bone, in two different places. This fight could have been stopped. Koscheck never stopped. He's a true warrior. Warrior spirit. A lot of guys would have stopped. But he didn't. Because like I said, he went there in the mindset that he was ready to maybe not come back. That's how much they want the title. So every time I step into the octagon, I'm ready for that challenge. And of course, it would be good for me if I can finish it like a clean knockout or a submission. And that's what I'm planning to do. But sometimes it doesn't always happen like the way I want.
Hi there, Melissa Rello with CB24. Perhaps Tom and Dana, you can speak to the weekend, the big fan event leading up to the actual tournament. So if you can talk to us about what fans here can expect that weekend.
Sure. Melissa, we've got lots planned for the week leading up to the April 30th event. Of course, we've got a fan expo over at the Direct Energy Center, which is about 300,000 square feet over in the C&E stands. We'll have probably 40, 50, 60,000 fans that will descend upon that, and there'll be grappling tournaments, demonstrations, Q&A with fighters and with Dana, autograph sessions. It's really an opportunity for us to showcase our sport to as many MMA fans as there are. And we know there's hundreds of thousands in this region. But leading up towards that, there's going to be all sorts of other events in the city, throughout the city. We want to make this, in many ways, this is our Super Bowl. With all due respect to our Grey Cup as well. And that's what's really going to happen this whole week. And we're going to make this